कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने. At the commencement of Srimad Ramayanam in Balakandam, we discussed the Devas under the leadership of Brahma and Indra go and perform Sharanagati at the feet of Narayana in Karya Vaikuntha. They say, Hey Srimad Narayana, you should elevate us. The Lord asked, what is so troubling you? That is when they cite the atrocities committed by Ravana and the other Rakshasas. Alongside, Brahma also mentions the boons granted to Ravana and his brothers, especially Ravana, that no human or monkey will be included as a part of his boon package. Why so? Because Ravana thought that humans, the Narajati and the Vanarajati were useless. He believed very well that humans and Vanaras can never take head-on him in a battle. So he thought, why should I include these filthy humans and those Vanaras in my boons? That is why in his quest for seeking boons from Brahma, he did not include these two categories. That was remembered at that point in time while seeking refuge at the feet of Narayana. That is when the Lord said, I shall be born soon as a Nara. So shall Shankham, Chakram and Adisesha be born as my brothers, Bharata, Lakshmana and Shatrugna. In the due course, I will always seek assistance from the Devas. So the Devas shall be born as Vanaras. In fact, one of the curses that Ravana had was from Nandi. Nandikeshwara said, since with your sheer arrogance you are trying to look down upon animals and even a bull like me, I am sure one day one Vanara will cause so much of havoc in your city called Lanka that you will remember my curse for the day. So that said, the Lord chose to be born as Rama and the Devas as Vanaras. So a Vanara is generally referred to as a Kapi. Indra Shabdam doesn't denote only the Indra whom we see as the leader of Devas. Indra Shabdam generally denotes a leader. Kapinam Indraha, Kapindraha. The one who is the leader of the monkeys is Kapindraha. Here, the 503rd Nama. I would love to tell what the commentator Parashara Bhatta has to say from the Namas that we are going to see now. Atha evam स्ववर्धित वेदित विहित कर्म प्रवर्तकः पुरा रामः स्व विस दृशलीला मनुजावतारे स्वदासानां विस दृशतर. So what he says is, when the Lord chose to be born as Rama, he wanted to adhere to dharma and keep this as an open example, a beautiful book for the followers to see. So in the due course of being an example of dharmo vigrahavan of all dharmas, he ended up showcasing his friendship with the kapis, the vanaras. Since he was so friendly with the Kapis, generally, imagine there is a lion which is the head of all the lions in the forest. A human, a panchayat leader will be a human for all the humans. But here the beauty is the Vanaras under the leadership of Sugriva were so loving to Rama that they said, though you may not belong to our jati, we see you as our leader. So in Rama Avataram, his adherence to Dharma was so much so that even the Vanaras were able to see the cause and the purpose for Rama Avataram and they saw the leader in him. So Rama, the Lord who was Rama, and that Rama who was a leader even for the Kapi, even for the Vanaras is called Kapindraha. So the commentator says, Kapi Rupam Prapannanam. They were not the normal monkeys. They had sought refuge under Rama. Prapannanam Devanam Indraha Kapindraha. So the Devas sought refuge. The Devas were born as Vanaras. So those Devas who were Vanaras who sought refuge under the Lord Rama, now see Rama as their leader. So he is called Kapindraha. Kapinam Indraha Kapindraha. Here Rama is seen as the leader of the Kapis because they saw that he was the one who was able to eradicate their sorrows. So he is called Kapindraha. This is the 503rd Nama. The next two Namas are very interesting. Now Rama was born. He grew up under the tutelage of Vasishtha, the love of Dasharatha, and while he was at the age of 12, he was married to a 6-year-old Sita. Then they lived happily in Ayodhya for another set of 12 years. Rama was now 24. Now he was beginning with the 25th year. Sita was 18. That is when, under the coaxing of Kaikeyi, Dasharatha had to send Rama to the forest. 14 years Rama was in the forest. So, Rama, while he returned to Ayodhya, was 39. Sita was around 33. That said, they lived happily in Ayodhya after Pattabhishekam for 2 years. Thereby Sita was 35, Rama was 41. That is when Sita got pregnant, and in the gestation phase is when she was ordained to go to the forest. Now Rama was extremely upset for having taken this decision. We generally see Sita's position. Yes, Sita as a single mother raised her children. It was a very tough scenario. Our poets and our acharyas shed tears for Sita. Sita was then showered love, the fatherly, brotherly love by Valmiki Maharshi. Her children Lava and Kusha were born there. On the other hand, Rama too suffered from the separation of Sita. That said, Rama wanted to continue the goodwill of his kingdom. He wanted the citizens of Ayodhya to live happily, for which it was believed that as per Shastram, the Raja has to perform many yagams and give a lot of charity. So he started performing many yagams. The 504th Rama beautifully puts the essence of Rama performing yagam. So he is called Bhuri Dakshinaha Sayeva Jagadacharyakaya Hayamedhadibhir Yajamano Bhuri Dakshinaha. Now, as a Yajamana, the one who runs that yagam with the help of Purohitas, the Ritviks, the Udgata, the Adhvaryu, he performed the yagams. What all yagams he performed? Valmiki says he performed Hayamedha, which is Ashwamedha yagam, Paushkaram, Poundarikam, and so on. These are all Mahayagams, Prajapatyam, Soma yagam, and so on. So he performed grand yagams on grand scales involving all people for many years together. Since he performed such yagams, it will benefit the people in the society. So here we have Rama seen as a role model who used to perform yagams as ordained in the Karma Kandam for the benefit of the country and the subjects, and used to give a lot of charity in those yagams. Since he gave charity while performing the yagams for the welfare of his subjects and his kingdom, he is called as Bhuri Dakshinaha. So, is there a Churnika that says, like how I stated in the previous episode about Vedanta Deshika mentioning this episode of Rama performing yagams, we have here a Churnika which says, Arikala Bahusuvarna Hayamakha Sahasra Nirbahana Nirvartita Nija Varnashrama Dharma Sarva Karma Samaradhya. So the one who is adept enough to do all the karmas, Varnashrama Dharma, for protecting the Varnashrama, was Rama, says the poet. Here, there is another point to be mentioned here. While performing a yagam, the Yajamana should have the Patni, Vridadaraha. For example, his wife is dead, a widower cannot perform the yagam. So what to do? His wife is living, but she is separated, she is elsewhere. So she is living, he is living, both are a husband and wife, they are separated. So he created a beautiful Divyamangala Vigraham of Sita and performed the yagam. It is believed in the Sthala Puranam that there is a small temple town called Tiruyabbalur or Tiruvallur near the capital of Tamil Nadu, Chennai. In this small town is a beautiful temple of Rama who is in the reclining form called as Veera Raghava. The goddess there is referred to as Vasumati. So that Divyamangala Vigraham of Vasumati is believed to be the same Vigraham which Rama deployed in the place of Sita to be performing that yagam. So that Lord, with the presence of Sita in the form of a Divyamangala Vigraham, performed the yagam and gave away charity. So he is called Bhuri Rakshinaha. So this is the 504th Nama. The 505th Nama is again associated with him performing yagam. He is called Somapaha. Tatraiva Somapithi Somapaha. So he has performed many yagams. I told you he performed Soma Yagam, Ashwamedham, Poundarikam, Paushkaram, Prajapatyam, many yagas he performed. While performing the Soma Yaga, it was customary that those who perform consume a few drops of the Soma Lata. So there is a creeper which is squeezed. That Soma Lata juice is consumed. So if you consume those waters of Soma Lata after or during the performance of Soma Yagam, it is deemed to be extremely good. One. Second, Veda also talks about such people. So it refers to the one who is eligible and capable enough to drink the drops of Soma as Somya. So there is a difference. Saumya means beautiful. Somya means Somam Arhati iti Somyaha. The one who is eligible or capable enough to drink Soma Rasam, Somapaha. Let us see what Adi Shankara states. Somam pibati sarvayadyeshu yashtabhya devatarupeneti Somapaha. So in all yagams, he is the one who takes the harvest, and especially in a Soma yagam in the form of Soma Rasam, so he is called Somapaha. Satyasandha Tirtha says here for Somapaha, Saumyatva va na vidyate ma iyatta yasya savamaha sarasat varsaha. So there he says Amritam Umaya Sahitaha Somo Rudraha Tam Paditi Somapaha. So he is the one who protects Uma and Shiva. So Soma, so Uma, Parvati, Soma, along with Uma, Shiva is also protected by the Lord. So he is called Somapaha. The other meaning, main important meaning is he drinks the Somapanam, so he is Somapaha. Tatraiva Somapithi Somapaha. So this is the 505th Nama. So we have seen Kapindraha, we have seen Bhuri Rakshinaha, Somapaha. The one who is believed to be the leader of even the Kapis, the Vanaras, is Kapindraha. Later in the Uttara Kandam, he is the one who performed various yagams and gives Dakshina. So Bhuri Rakshinaha. And during the Soma Yagam, he consumes the Somapanam. So he is called Somapaha. So these are the namas that describe the adherence to dharma that Rama performed in Rama Avatar.
Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a two-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.